What's up, everybody? Just goes to show you, when I made videos in the past, well, it's just common sense. Healthcare is more of wealth care. They don't give a damn about your health. They only care about your wealth, not your health. The CEO shooter supposedly had back problems. I guess maybe they weren't covering something for him or some. I don't know the whole story 100%, but so he took it out on, I guess, on one of the CEOs and killed him. Which I'm not saying that's right to do, but I can understand why he did it. You know, because they don't give a damn about you. They don't care if you're in pain. They don't care what you're going through. If you don't have the funds, there's nothing they can do to help you. There was someone complaining they were, I think, getting leg surgery or something, or I don't remember what kind. It was some kind of surgery, and they wouldn't even pay to put the person with anesthesia. They're saying just do it awake. Like, how am I going to be awake while they're cutting me open? I'm going to feel every bit of that. All because of this. That just goes to show you, do they care about your health? Do they care about your well-being? No. They just care about your wealth, what you have. You know. This is the world we live in, people. This is the world we've always lived in. This is nothing new. This is old news. This is old, stale news, just like life itself. Everything is pretty much stale. That's why I feel like insurance is just a waste of time, because you're paying monthly for that. For when you go to a doctor's appointment, however much you pay, it's going to be a lot, but at least you're paying for it that one time, and then that's it. Instead of every month from there paying insurance, however much it costs. It's like either way, there's a fee to it, basically, is what I'm trying to put that as. It sucks either way. Because if you have insurance, if you have good insurance, they're covering it for you. But still, every month or two, you got to pay for the insurance. Where if you don't have insurance, you got to pay out of the pocket to the doctor's visit. So it's like either way, you're losing money. You know? Either way, money's coming out of your account. It's like an illusion, I guess you could say. It's all just scams. It's all bullshit. It's all just corrupt nonsense. But what grinds my gears out of all of this is how they call it health insurance, when they don't give two effing shits about your friggin' health. It's all about your damn wealth. At least change the name. At least change the H to a W, because that's what it really means. It sickens me to hear the word health insurance when they don't give two shits about your health. Just be truthful, people. We only care about wealth. Let's change that H to a W, because that's all we really give a damn about. That's all humanity gives a damn about. We only care about each other if we have funds. That's it. What we have. That's all that we care about. We don't care about the person's well-being, the person who they are. We only care about what they have. And if they don't have it, then we treat them like shit, or we don't help them, or whatever. This is the horrible world we live in. And the reason why it's horrible like this is because of the way humanity and the way it is. It's just so sickening. It's disgusting. So I gotta be truthfully honest. I can't say I blame the kid for doing what he did. Now, I'm not saying it's right. You know, he shouldn't have done what he did. But at the same time saying, I could definitely understand why he did it. You know? And I kid you not, I was kind of rooting for him to not get caught. I don't know if I sound like an evil person for saying that. If so, I'm sorry. But, you know, it just goes to show you how, they don't care about us. They're rich. They're living the life. And we're just trying to get by. Maybe that's what he had in his head. He's like, you know what? Screw this. I'm going to take this guy out. And that's just what he did. Now, I'm not saying it's okay to do that. It's not okay, obviously, to do that. But I could definitely understand where he's coming from and why he did it. And I can't say I honestly blame him, you know. Again, don't do that, though. But you get what I mean? I really can't say I blame the guy. What has me laughing, though, is how supposedly he was at McDonald's having breakfast. And then I guess somebody spotted him, and then I guess they reported him or whatever the hell. But it's funny how, nothing ever happened. Just carrying on your life. I just killed someone. But that's just another day, you know. It's crazy how people can do that. See, me, if I killed someone, I don't know. I wouldn't be able to cope. I just don't know how I would live with myself personally. You know, obviously I wouldn't do that. I'm not that type. And if, let's say, even if I did it by accident, I'd feel so terrible inside. Some people just don't have, I don't know how to say it. Like some people just don't give two shits, you know. They could just go on like nothing ever happened, you know. It's crazy. See, me on the other hand, I'm not like that, unfortunately. Well, not that I want to, you know, do what that person did, but I'm just saying, like, things bother me. I get bad anxiety. I get bad, you know, I get anxious and things, and it's hard for me to relax in ways, you know. And I'm sure a lot of people could relate and understand what I'm trying to say, you know. Whereas some people literally can kill someone like that person did and just go on like nothing ever happened, you know, like just still doing just fine, hanging in there, eating, you know. I don't know. People are crazy, man. But, yeah, it's a sad world we live in, man. And, you know, and it gets sadder. It just gets darker and darker as the days come. Life just gets darker and darker because nothing ever improves, man. It's like everything just gets more and more crazy. It's like I say to myself, how much more this is there, man? Like, why do I got to keep going on in this hell? You know, I'm not trying to sound, you know, down and depressed and, you know, whiny like a little biatch, but it's like, seriously, how much more of this could I take? Seeing for what the world is and just seeing all the chaos that keeps going on, and it's just, I got to keep living in it. It's torture, you know, at least to me. When you're an awoken person that sees everything clearly, it's torture. At least for me, it really is. It's torture, you know, it's torture, man. Because when you just see for everything how it is clearly, it's like stabbing you. It's like, you know what the world's all about, you know. Well, you know, pretty much I know how corrupt and screwed up and just what a dump this all is. And it just feels like it's stabbing me with a knife. That's literally what life feels like to me. It feels like I'm just getting stabbed every day in the stomach. And I'm sure a lot of people feel that same way. I don't know how you don't in this horrible world, you know. I wish I can say life is a gift. I wish I could say life is fun. Life is, you know, I mean, it can be fun sometimes, but the horrific stuff take away that. And a train's coming by, so I'm going to cut the video until it passes by. It's going to be loud, so one sec, people. Yeah, screw it. I guess I'll take a video of it. Hey, Metro North. Yeah, a little blurry because of the rain. But anyway, as I was saying, you know, I wish life was better, you know. A lot of people say there are some good things to life too, man. You never point out the good things to life. It's true to some degree, but the thing is, the bad things outweigh the good things of life. That's the problem. There's more bad than good. You know, if life was more good than bad, then that'd be great. But it's the other way around. The bad is weighing the good to the point where you don't really barely see any good anymore because the bad's just so overpowered. And that's the thing people don't understand, you know. You're always going to get those people that think we're dark, we're depressed, we're this, we're that. And hey, I mean, like I said, there's nothing you can say that's going to change these people's minds, you know. Some people just don't have that, you know, intelligence, I guess you could say, you know. They're just too ignorant, you know. You can't please everyone. And it's not even that I'm trying to please people. I'm just trying to be truthful to people. That's really what I'm trying to be. I'm trying to just be real here. However you take it is upon you and to each and their own, you know, to each and every one here. But I'm just trying to keep shit truthful as best as possible, of course. A lot of people say here you never make videos about a solution on how to try to get by. The truth is, I really don't know any solutions. I mean, some people be like, how do you do it? I just try and be strong. That's all I can say, you know. I mean, it's hard. It's hard. Not everyone could be strong. You know, everyone has different levels of stress. Everyone could hit me. I really can't handle it too well. I try, but it's so unbearable. Sometimes I feel like the walls are caving in or closing in on me. It's like, I don't know. Sometimes I truly even ask myself, like, how the hell do I do it? How the hell do I go on another day? I don't even know myself, you know. I know some people do certain things that help you cope, whatever it is. And if that helps, my suggestion is try and do it. You know, some people like to play video games. Some people like to do hobbies or whatever the hell, you know, whatever it is that gets you through the days. If it helps or at least takes some ease off your mind, go for it. I don't know, of course, what it is, but whatever it is, if it's helping you, I definitely suggest go for it and continue it, you know. That's my solution, but there's really not much I can say, unfortunately. I would love to make a solution. I would love to actually, like, try and think of a way to solve the chaos here, but it's just I can't. You know, I can't. I'm just one little speck You know, that's all I am. That's all we all really are. We're all just little specks here. Little ants, little bugs, technically. It's like there's not much I can do. I don't have no control. I'm just a guy that makes rants and tries to make people relate, and it helps to some degree. Some people will be like, well, can't you try to like think of a solution to get us how we're going to... I mean, the truth is, I don't know. You know, if you find certain things that help you, all I can say is keep doing it. I like to, play Minecraft time to time. I play games maybe on the phone a little, relaxes me a little bit, but doesn't mean what helps me is going to help you. Maybe a whole different scenario. You know, just like what you're doing is helping you, but maybe for me, it may not do jack crap, you know. That's just, everyone's different. Everyone likes and dislikes things. I feel what helped me is making these rants, making these videos, waking people up, people enjoying the content. You know, it makes me feel good knowing that I'm pleasing people, I'm helping people as best as possible. We all could relate, we all could understand where we're coming from. That helps me to some degree. It doesn't cure everything. You know, it doesn't solve everything, but it definitely does give some peace to my mind, you know. So my suggestion is do something that may make you feel good, whatever it is. Like, if you want to, let's say, be a YouTuber or some kind of social media where you're thinking of making videos of whatever it is, whatever, gaming or what I'm doing or just whatever you feel like you may want to do, try it. Is it going to work out? I can't say. I wish you the best. I can't say, though. I hope so, but I guess all we can try and do is try. That's as best as I could narrow it down to, you know. Like when I started this, I didn't really expected it to grow this high. You know, I really didn't. I mean, I was probably expecting a couple of comments, like maybe 1, 2, or 3, maybe a few every once in a blue moon, but it just went way more than that. And I'm like, holy crap, like I never expected it to do so good. I was just honestly planning on maybe making a few videos and then probably just call it that, It's not like it's going to get a lot of views. It's not like anyone's really probably going to come across the channel. So screw it. I'm just going to make a few videos and then probably just call it that, stop. But then when I seen that it went the total other way where, people are actually enjoying it, it inspired me to keep going. And, you're the reason why I'm doing this. You people are the reason why I continue. It's thanks to you people of why I have the motivation to keep uploading, And I definitely thank you all for that. From the bottom of my heart. Oh, kidding aside, though, yeah. I wish things were better here, It sickens me every day waking up to this hell, knowing what life is and how it just stays the same. It's just, if not, gets worse, If it either stays the same, which sucks, and what even makes it even worse is it gets worse. Things get more expensive. Everything's just complicated, It's like, it's just, what the hell am I into? Like, why am I here? These are things I just always say. Like, why do I got to deal with this? Why do I got to put up with this shit to the very end? If this is what life is, which obviously this is what life is, why the hell do I got to live all these decades to just one day know I'm going to die? Why can't I just cut to the chase? Here comes another train. Man, that shit just came out of nowhere, man. Because you know what it is? That building over there is like a blind spot. The time you hear it, it'll be too late. You already be getting hit by that thing. Crazy, man. You hear it right when it's literally gonna smash right into you. But now I just totally forgot what I was saying. Give me a moment. Yeah, what I was trying to say was, why do I gotta go all these decades living in this hell to just know one day it's gonna be over? Why can't I just make it over now, It's crazy. It's like, what is the meaning to all of this? Why do we gotta deal with this to the very end? And why does the very end feel like it takes forever? Like it feels like eternity, like it just keeps going. I made a video about this in the past, if I'm not mistaken, where everything flies in life, like time flies before you know it. It's Christmas. It felt like it was just Christmas yesterday or a few weeks back. Here we are now again, already going on Christmas again. It feels like things like that in life fly, but you just escaping life, that feels like that's the forever part. That feels like that just goes slow. But everything else flies. Before you know it, it'll be July 4th again. I just made a July 4th rant. Felt like not even that long ago. And before you know it, I'll be doing it again. It's like everything flies, but you're deaf. It feels like that's just, I don't know. I feel like that's just on hold, that's just on hold. Please hold while the Grim Reaper, please hold, the Grim Reaper will be with you momentarily. Momentarily, more like decade-tarily, decades and decades later. That's what it feels like, man. Like, come on, Grim Reaper, I had enough of this shit. Get your damn, I forget, what do you call that thing, that spear shit or whatever the hell, and friggin' get it over with already. Take me out of this dump. All kidding aside, though, I'm just being truthful. That's how I feel. Like, why do I gotta go on and on and on in this misery? And I'm sure everyone else here is saying the same thing, See, it's a lot of people could probably relate to what I'm about to say right now. It's not that you want to die, but at the same time, you don't want to live in this nonsense. It's not like I just want to die, but at the same time, knowing for what life is, dying's like the escaping part. We just want to escape this stupidity, They say when people take their lives, it's not that they want to die, it's just they want to escape from whatever hell they're going through, whatever hell they're facing. And unfortunately, it just feels like there's no escaping, and that's why, unfortunately, people take that route. Do I recommend anyone taking that route? I always say no. I can't blame people for doing it, though. I could totally understand why people do it, but of course, I'm not encouraging people to go that way. Because if that was the case, I would have went that way. I wouldn't be here right now still making videos. I would have been to the great beyonds or wherever. But I am still here. So, I hope everyone else can try and do the same, People will be like, well, why? What the hell's the purpose? What's the meaning? That's true. I can't answer that. But all I can just say is just try, For what? I don't know. Why am I here? I don't know. I got to be just truthful with it. I don't know, man. But we're just here. And I'm just trying to fight. For what? I don't know, but I'm just trying to fight. Hopefully the Grim Reaper will be here soon. I hope. And what makes life suck even more is how no one cares about you. No one gives two effing damns about you. You could be on your deathbed. You could be sick from cancer. You could be sick from whatever it is. And this goes back to the Wealthcare nonsense. If you don't have that wealth, they don't care. There could be an operation that'll save your life, possibly. They won't do it unless you have the funds. But they have the nerve to call it healthcare. That's why that just sickens me to no end. Call it for what it is. It ain't no health. If you care about my health, then it shouldn't matter what wealth I have. Whatever wealth I have or don't have shouldn't matter. You care for my health, right? So try to save my goddamn health. Why is wealth getting involved in this? You ain't called Wealthcare, you're called Healthcare. So start caring about people's goddamn health. No, they don't though. So change the effing name. That's the shit that really irritates me. You got people that don't have the energy, when you just don't feel right. And this just even goes with mental illness too, anxiety, but people with even terminal illness, when you just don't have the energy to give two shits anymore, you just don't care anymore. You're just at that state where you don't care anymore. It's like whatever happens. I'm just so sick of everything. That's how I feel sometimes. And I'm sure that's how a lot of people feel. And then yet on top of it, life's just got to be a bitch like that, like you just don't have someone that could, no one could help you, because it's like you got to have everything planned out by yourself. That's what it feels like. And there's another train coming by, in case if anyone's wondering, what's that noise? But, that's what makes life suck even more, man. No one's got your back but you. Sometimes you need help, I admit I'm someone that needs help. Like, I need help sometimes in things, I admit it. I'm not ashamed to say it. Some people are ashamed to admit it. I'm not, That's the thing. People should help one another out. That's just something we never do. We only care about ourselves. And sometimes we're just like I just said, when you just don't feel good at all, mentally, physically, emotionally, all of the above, terminally, everything, you just don't care anymore. You just have that mind like, you just don't care anymore, And then people got to talk shit like, well, don't you care what here? I don't care. I'm just at the state. Why am I here? Why? I just don't give a shit anymore. That's how I feel, A lot of times, that's truly how I feel. I feel like I'm at my end points, Because it's just, life is so much, man. It's just too much. You see, that one came out of nowhere, too. But that's literally how I fucking feel, man. You have someone that's literally dying, someone that literally has no energy, and they're going to call and complain this didn't go through, or you don't have the funds for this. Do you care about my goddamn health? No, you don't care about my goddamn health. You just care about my goddamn wealth. You know, you can't give someone a break. Somebody's literally at the state of dying, literally. You know, this is what I'm saying. Like, it's just a cruel, heartless world. And there's a lot of people that do have a heart, but it's just we're surrounded by heartless. The heartless outweighs the heart people, the good-hearted people. And that's the problem. Just like when I said a little while ago in the video, the bad outweighs the good. There may be some good things to life, but the bad takes over more. Oh, you hear more is bad than good. When do you rarely ever hear anything good? Every time the news is on, do you hear anything good? No. It's always something bad. Somebody got stabbed. Somebody got pushed onto the tracks. Somebody got pushed on a moving train. Someone got this. Someone got that. Shooting here, shooting there. That person did this. That person did that. It's all bad shit, man. It's all just fucking, it's the same pathetic, evil shit. And I say to myself, I'm tired of hearing this happened, that happened. Life itself fucking happened. Ah, man. But anyway, people, I think I'm going to wrap it up there. It's starting to get dark. I think it's going to rain, so I better get the hell out of here before, in case the roads start to flood. But, yeah. Can't say I blame the guy for what he did with the CEO, but at the same time, I'm not saying it's the right thing he did. You know, because it's not. You know, taking someone's life, it's wrong, of course. I mean, I wouldn't do that. But at the same time, I don't really feel bad for the person that died, in a way. Because he was probably rich, enjoying the vida loca, you know, while poor people are struggling, you know. I do feel bad for his family. I take that back. I feel bad the person got killed. But at the same time, hey, he's in a better place now. But the funny thing was, even when he was alive, he was probably living really well. I'm sure he was a multi-millionaire, billionaire, who the hell knows. But I take that back. I feel bad, you know. I mean, you know, no one deserves to die. But at the same time, I do understand where he was coming from. But doesn't, of course, give the okay for what he did. But, yeah, anyway, gonna call it a night for now, guys, because it's pretty much getting dark. So I guess I'll say almost night. Peace out. Love you all, guys. Take it easy. And, yeah, that's it for now, guys.
We are now at Security.